The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Watch out.
Over. Here we go.
Set.
Yes. 20 seconds.
Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shift. Check 52.
Hey, easy.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, back up.
Like my boy.
Sammy.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Hey, check 20.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And we'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Ito Smith, his first carry. The spin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Smith running right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
out. And now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
No. Hey, kill.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
45 tonight. Better bring it.
Check.
Let me know right now you got to bring it.
Hey, easy.
Now Breeze. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
I got you.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready, back 25.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Ryan finding Julio out wide. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
You boy, that's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
Ready, Blue 80.
Mike. Here we go. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ito Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This will be taken short. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
You're good, you're good. That's 4, ready. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Charlie.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. You get blocked me. You get blocked me. You get blocked me.
Check 13. Check 13.
Over. 25 the mic.
Hey, here we go. Slam.
Topper. Hey, easy. Ready, take.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, defense, let's go. Space. Get up!
They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Haywood!
Now it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 53 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Gun. Move. Easy. Space. Easy.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, exit.
This time Ryan will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey. 4 down.
11.
Shoot.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, 4 down.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Again, Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, South. Check.
To throw again, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now with Smith. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Edwards got 4 down.
Guys. 39. Motion out of the backfield. Smooth.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way to creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Out. Easy.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Check 26, check 26. Kill.
On first down, Love. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Easy.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
16-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. Over.
Double up. He's got to double up.
Here we go.
36.
On second down, Love. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go, defense.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Number 53, Mike.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Show it up. Show it up. Go.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Smith. And down he'll go at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 25-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double dog, that's the way.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. This is Smith, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it, the defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Got four down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Stocker's got it. Complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Check. Crunch. You're good. Line forward. Ready. Watch the whip. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
15. 1st down, Washington.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, easy.
On 1st down, here's Love. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Opposite. Kill. Hey, easy. Kill. Check, boys.
And some room to work. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 7-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, easy.
Watch the edge. Alert 3.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from the 1.
25, check 25. Here we go.
Watch the shot.
They'll run with Geis. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Alpha. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. 5'9". 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Let's ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.